Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action here at Gulfstream Park on this mandatory Rainbow 6-day and the third leg of the Florida Sire Stakes. We'll send it upstairs to Pete Aiello. He'll give you the scratches and the track conditions.
The weather is perfect today. Cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast. After rain last night, we are off the turf. In race 1, scratch number 6, Neocore. Racing at Gulfstream. Breakup was a step slow. Excellent start for the heavy favorite Epic Lady Luck, who's put right on the early lead. Challenged at the rail by Chance to Party. Out in the center, I Love Inez now moves up to take third. Out in the middle is Angelique, who races into fourth in front of Elegant Charm. Then it's two back to Tossing, and after a bad start, Breakup is last. Around the far turn with 5/16 to run, Epic Lady Luck struts her speed. She's a length in front. Second, I Love Inez. Moving up on the outside is Elanique. She's now third. At the rail, it's Chance to Party. Far outside, Tossing. Two back to the inside, an Elegant Charm. Trying to rally in from the back is Breakup as they reach the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's Epic Lady Luck, but she has a whole wall of pursuers. Elanique is now taking aim from second. Down the center, Tossing is now third. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Castellano needs more from Epic Lady Luck. She still has the lead. Tossing trying to surge to her. Tossing's gaining, but out of time. Epic Lady Luck is in front. Tossing is second. Elanique ran third. Breakup is fourth in 55-4. And they're off. Banneker gets the first call with Retained sent to go with him, and these two hook up. Away third is Reverend Moon. Out in the middle, here's speed from Readier trying to work over. Star of the Beast is looking to get over. Already over is Santo Dios in the run past the half-mile marker. It's Banneker. He's there by a length and a quarter. Retained is second. Up on the outside, Readier now third. Trying to hold a rail spot. Santo Dios in a bit tight. In the two-path, Reverend Moon getting started on the outside. Here's a move from Sultan the Great. If Not for Luck works between horses. Two back to Star of the Beast. Wara's toward the back of the group as they reach the top of the stretch. Selecto is last. The leader is Banneker. Quarter of a mile from home, they queue up behind Banneker, who went 21-2 for the quarter. At the rail, Santo Dios saved a lot of ground to try to kick on with it. Down the center, it's Readier still right there between is Retained. Down the center, If Not for Luck is coming on. A wild scramble here with a 16th to go. Banneker, Santo Dios on the inside, Readier on the outside. If Not for Luck levels off. If Not for Luck. If Not for Luck, and Micah Husbands ran down Readier with Santo Dios third in 55-4.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Poor starts for Game Boss and Global Aviator. Quick start from the outside. Fancy Gentleman wins the break, but here's Treptow moving forward nicely for Vasquez, and these two hook up. Out in the center is Epico. Game Boss tries to secure running lane between horses. It's 2 lengths back to Smash City, and way at the back is Global Aviator. The odds-on favorite, Treptow, has made a pretty easy lead. He's a half a mile from home, and he's a half length in front. Fancy Gentleman tries to stick with him. Second, Epico, 3 wide. Third, Game Boss, fourth. These top 4 have 5 on Global Aviator, and now Smash City is last. Around the far turn, less than 3 furlongs to go. Gargan 1-2 with Treptow holding a narrow lead. From the back, look at Global Aviator. Bravo said go, and he was a mile back, and he's charging to challenge. Will he have anything for a stretch drive? Off the turn in the stretch drive, here comes Global Aviator to take on Treptow for the advantage. 4 back to Fancy Gentleman. These two on the top end have quickened away from the others. They're an eighth of a mile from home, and Treptow is battling back inside. Global Aviator flattening out. Final 16th of a mile. Global Aviator and Treptow. Global Aviator finding a bit more. Global Aviator in front. He was so much the best horse with a long and sustained run. He ran down the favorite Treptow with Fancy Gentleman third. Game Boss is fourth with 110-3. And they're off. Good start at the rail for Magic Solar, who heads off for the early advantage. Bo Black has speed in the middle, and Ababa Janai gets started on the outside. These 3 put on some speed. They've opened 4 on Urgency, who's racing together with Pike. Another 4 back to Sweeping Shadow, and Chill House is last. They have less than half a mile to race, and Bo Black has come away with the lead. On the outside, Ababa Janai goes after him second. Back to third, Magic Solar. 4 more to Pike, who's a length better than Urgency. 3 back to Sweeping Shadow, and Chill House is last. 22-1 for the opening quarter, 5/16 away. Ababa Janai strides forward to take the lead off cover. Magic Solar now moves to take second. At the rail, Bo Black tries to find under pressure. 2.5 back to Pike, 2 more to the rail, and Sweeping Shadow. They're on their way home. With the advantage, Ababa Janai tries to turn back Magic Solar. Pike ducks to the rail and finishes up pretty well. Final eighth of a mile, Ababa Janai kept to task by Thomas at the rail. Pike is closing good ground. Ababa Janai needs the wire. Pike trying to get to him. Ababa Janai, Pike, here's the wire. Ababa Janai. Ababa Janai gives Rohan Crichton back-to-back training victories. He beats Pike narrowly with Magic Solar third in 103-3. And they're off in the My Dear Girl. Mythical broke excellent and reaches out for some forward position with Love Like Lucy moving to her on the outside. So the 2 favorites waste no time getting situated on the top end. Racing into third is Dare Greatly. Fourth at the inside, Lady Chance, followed outside by Bayou Bridget. And the one with no early speed is Win Bet Only. A headstrong leader, Mythical. She needs to slow it down early as she has to carry her speed around 2 turns for the first time. She's a length and a half in front of Love Like Lucy in second. The opening quarter was very quick here, 22-4. From third, it's Dare Greatly, 5 ahead of Lady Chance, then Bayou Bridget, and Win Bet Only. Down the backstretch they go. Mythical is the leader. She controls her own fate from here. She's a length and a half in front while trying to catch some form of a mid-race breather. Love Like Lucy will have none of that, racing in second. They've gone 3 better than Dare Greatly third. A gap of 7 more to Lady Chance, who's racing outside of Bayou Bridget, and the trailer is Win Bet Only. They went to half in a testing 46-2. Less than half a mile to run. Love Like Lucy within a length and a half of Mythical with 5/16 remaining. They've opened a big gap on Dare Greatly, who's now third. They run to the top of the stretch. The first finish line in play here. Mythical leads by 4. The one making ground is Dare Greatly. Mirage is getting after her, but she is responding, and she's now going to take second from Love Like Lucy, who puts up the white flag. Mythical has one to fight off with a short stretch to work with after 3/4 and 1:11.4. Mythical needs another eighth of a mile for the money. Dare Greatly continues to close ground second, 8 ahead of Love Like Lucy. Through the final 16th, Mythical is almost there. Dare Greatly has run a valiant second, but second she is to Arundel Farms' Mythical, who will win the My Dear Girl. Mythical by 2.5 in the end. Dare Greatly was second. They were a zip code clear of WinBet Only, who gets up for third. Fourth is Love Like Lucy with 1:45 and 1. Racing in the Sable Palm. Good start for Prevent at the inside Braun, and they'll be the two to head off for the early advantage from Private Thoughts, who comes away in third. Up on the outside Classic, of course. Then at the rail, Mackenzie's Nova. Maynard, the early trailer. Easy lead for Prevent. Jaramillo and Prevent establish the tempo. They lead by 2.5 over Braun second. Private Thoughts is 3 wide at the rail, Mackenzie's Nova. A bit deeper on the course is Classic, of course, and Maynard is last. Opening quarter goes to Prevent. He's a bit keen, but he's also cleared off on the top end, and the quarter was cheap, just 24-4. Prevent has the tactical edge. 5 furlongs from home and 2.5 on top. Braun is second. Private Thoughts is third. Mackenzie's Nova at a big price, fourth at the rail. 2.5 better than Classic, of course, and Maynard is last. They run their way to the half-mile grounds in the Sable Palm, and the leader is Prevent. He's now a half a mile from the wire and 2.5 on top. The opening half was 48-3. Braun at an upset price is poised to strike second. Private Thoughts is third. Mackenzie's Nova is fourth. From between horses, Classic, of course, and Maynard on the outside. They have 5/16 to run. Prevent better go to work as Braun and Private Thoughts are queuing up second and third. These top three have gone well clear of the others, led by Mackenzie's Nova. Braun up to the throat latch of Prevent. Private Thoughts is on their outside, working pretty hard as they reach the top of the stretch. Jaramillo and Prevent, they cut the corner and try to find under pressure. Private Thoughts takes aim second. From between horses, Braun is now third. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Prevent, he's got a kick. He won a soft opening quarter. Private Thoughts is second and running at him. Prevent is almost home. On the outside, Private Thoughts lifting late. Prevent is a gate-to-wire winner. Second is Private Thoughts. It's closer third, Braun or Classic, of course. And down the road winner in the Sable Palm, Prevent, 138-4.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter,
You've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
man up front. He gets the first call. He'll have pace pressure from the rail, though, as It's All Coming Together put into play to take the lead. It's All Coming Together has the rail in the lead in the run to the first turn. The man up front is up on the outside to go with him from second. Away in third is Dunedin. Fourth at the outside, Spirit in the Night moving out the rail. That's the favorite Spirit Prince, and Palazzi's on his outside. Around the first turn they go, and Jaramillo with the second choice. It's All Coming Together. He has the lead 3 parts of length. The quarter speed was just 24-2. On the outside, the man up front is second. He's in a flanking position, 2.5 better than long shots Dunedin and Spirit in the Night. They're third and fourth. Out the back are Palazzi and Spirit Prince. Less than 5 furlongs to run in the race. The leader is It's All Coming Together in a bid to go all the way. He's there a length and a quarter. Second, the man up front. At the inside, Dunedin is now third. The half mile picked up to 47-3. Fourth is the outside horse, the Spirit in the Night, ahead of Palazzi and Spirit Prince along the rail. They round the far turn. It's All Coming Together. Yet to face a serious threat. He's on top 3 parts of a length. The man up front tries to make ground from off the speed second. From the outside, Spirit in the Night. Palazzi given the green light by Gonzalez. Black cap 5 wide. Held up for traffic as Spirit Prince as they reach the top of the stretch. 3/4, 111 flat. They're on their way home. It's All Coming Together. Still has the lead. In the center of the racetrack, Palazzi tries to bridge the gap in the middle. The man up front. They're 1/8 of a mile from home. It's All Coming Together. Trying to finish the job. Palazzi on the outside trying to get to him. It's All Coming Together just in front. Palazzi still gaining, but time running out. It's All Coming Together is in front. Palazzi is second, 5 ahead of the third, running to the man up front, then Spirit Prince in 138-4. They're off. Good start for Dialythic, who's headed off for the early advantage. Pace pressure will be applied by Pretty Thing, who's on to challenge. Far outside, Smooth Claret is 3 wide and a bit keen. Cam's Princess finds a great spot, fourth at the inside, followed outside by China Blue. The gray is Diamonds and Thrills, and the pink colors about 5 lengths behind. Getting started is Charlie's Beauty. The 3 at the back are Vino Limone, Bravo Kitten, and Mamuka. Around the first turn they go. Pretty Thing has the lead, 3 wide, Charlie's Beauty. That'll fire Dialythic up, and she'll race between horses a bit keen. Cam's Princess, she's keen herself, but she's in a good spot. Fourth at the inside, followed fifth by Smooth Claret. 2 back to the rail in Diamonds and Thrills, who's a neck in front of China Blue. Back from there, it's Mamuka together with Bravo Kitten and Vino Limone. Just 25-2 for a contested opening quarter. Pretty Thing goes to the half-mile grounds on top. Leads by almost a length over a 49-2 half mile. Second is Charlie's Beauty, 3 wide, Dialythic third. Cam's Princess fourth at the inside. No place to go yet with an inside lane. Then back to the outside, Smooth Claret. Sent along between horses is China Blue. Morelos is trying to follow Gonzalez on the rail horse Diamonds and Thrills. Meanwhile, China Blue just slammed on the brakes as Dialythic makes a break for the lead. They move by 3/4 in 113 flat. Dialythic wheels for home on top. Pretty Thing is back to second. Cam's Princess, Diamonds and Thrills, Smooth Claret next. They're on their way home. 1/8 of a mile remains for Dialythic. She's 2 on top. Cam's Princess is second. From between horses, Diamonds and Thrills. Final 16th of a mile. Diamonds and Thrills closing ground toward the rail. They come past the 16th pole. Diamonds and Thrills takes charge late. She'll win it. Cam's Princess second. Dialythic was third. Bravo Kitten a lackluster fourth in 141-1. They're off. Slow break, make it to Cheyenne. That's great news for Cruisin' Man fans, as he's going to get a fairly easy lead. But Make It to Cheyenne has rushed forward to challenge now, with the rail running Biz Biz Buzz away in third on his outside Win From Within. So they make their way to the half-mile grounds. The key storyline here is how much did the start hurt the second horse? The leader is Cruisin' Man. He's in front narrowly. Up on the outside, Make It to Cheyenne is now second, 4 ahead of Biz Biz Buzz. He's now third. Win From Within is fourth and outgunned at this stage with 5/16 to go. Cruisin' Man along the rail fights to hold it. Biz Biz Buzz is making good progress, 3 wide. In the middle, Make It to Cheyenne. The 3 favorites off the corner almost as 1. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Biz Biz Buzz with the fresh legs down the center tries to take over the lead. From the inside, it's Cruisin' Man back to third, Make It to Cheyenne. Final 16th of a mile. It's now Biz Biz Buzz who rallies forward to take the lead, and he'll win it. Biz Biz Buzz and Miguel Vasquez clearing off. Cruisin' Man second. The start compromised Make It to Cheyenne. He was third. Fourth, Win From Within, and 56 left. They're off.
World Cup. It's all about Nick's go. City of Light keeps going. Arrogate. What a horse! They ran him off their feet in the Pegasus.
And they're off in the In Reality. Slow to start, the Town. Quick to start, Trelawney from the far outside draw. He uses his quick first gear to get over from that outside gate, but he's beat to the punch by Roger That Dana, who's the early leader. Roger That Dana rounds the turn on top by almost 2. From the outside, Trelawney is now second. Kozolite's in no hurry. He's third at the rail. Followed between horses by Strategic Risk, who's an early fourth. Supreme Honor's up on the outside. Squire is from between horses, a length better the Prost. Then it's back to Camagol, who's a length and a half in front of Hawk. And after a bad start, the trailer is the Town. 23-2 for the opening quarter. Roger That Dana and Marcos Meneses to the first finish line, a length and a half in front. Racing second is Trelawney. Kozolite is biding his time, third at the inside. He's moved to second now. Zayas puts him in the clear to avoid any traffic issues. Squire is next. Up on the center of the racetrack is Supreme Honor, driving through at the rail, Strategic Risk. Back from there, it's Prost. He's racing together with Supreme Honor. Then it's back to Camagol, and the trailers are Hawk and way back to the Town. They went to half in 47-4. Roger That Dana has the lead. Kozolite with no excuse, but he's working a bit harder from second. Third and gaining is Strategic Risk. 3 back to Prost, who's at the rail. Then to the outside, Trelawney as they round the far turn. Zayas is working overtime on Kozolite, and he's not responding. Roger That Dana the leader. From the outside, here's Castellano on Strategic Risk, taking up the slack second through 3 quarters in 1:12-3. Less than a quarter of a mile to come in the In Reality, and Strategic Risk has powered past to take the lead. Off the turn and the stretch drive in the colors of John Oxley. It's Strategic Risk, the son of Noble Bird, by 5, by 6, and still moving away. Strategic Risk blows the doors off the field. He wins the In Reality by almost 10 lengths. From way out of it and up for second is the Town. It's closer for third between Roger That Dana and Kozolite in 1:44-4. Mares away. The two favorites were away quickly. Bulldoze from the far outside. In the middle, Eton is going after the advantage. Farther out here, Swinging Solo moving 3 wide to take third. The Great Oscar has secured a good spot, fourth at the inside with Friolento the Gray. Out a bit deep on the course, Volatile Storm. The two at the back are Change at Jamaica and Big Bob. Around the first turn they go, and on the outside, Bulldoze now striding up to put a neck in front. Eton's not happy about it and tries to go with him second. Swinging Solo is an in-hand third for Bravo. At the rail fourth is the Great Oscar. Racing fifth is Friolento, sixth is Volatile Storm. That means Change at Jamaica is seventh, and eighth and last is Big Bob. Contested opening quarter, 23-3. They race their way past the half-mile marker. Bulldoze has been aggressive from the outset and is doing no favors to Eton through a wicked half of 46-3. They're rolling here. It's a 4-length margin to Swinging Solo, and at the rail it's the Great Oscar. He's on the improve at a big price. Two back to Volatile Storm, then Friolento and Change at Jamaica. Big Bob is last. Around the far turn they go. Morelos has his hands full of the Great Oscar, who's watching the embattled duo spar up front. With the advantage, Bulldoze. Eton is second. Now the Great Oscar is called on from the back. Change at Jamaica 4 wide. Volatile Storm is up into fifth. 3/4, 110 flat. They're on their way home. Bulldoze on the outside. Game up the rail is Eton. The Great Oscar's had a great trip and tries to level off. They're an eighth of a mile from home. The leader is Bulldoze. Outside, the Great Oscar surging to him. At the rail, it's Eton. Bulldoze just in front. Driven hard by Zayas. Second, the Great Oscar, but Zito's a winner. Bulldoze gets the job done from the Great Oscar second. Eton third. Change at Jamaica fourth, and Big Bob to complete your high five. 141-1.
That wraps up Saturday racing action here from Gulfstream Park. We're with you tomorrow with a 10-race card as we close out the first weekend of the championship meet.